Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ginger Broderick, and I'm the host of the Ginger New York TV show. Welcome for Ginger Fridays here at M&N TV Studios. We are live here every Friday afternoon, so thanks for joining in. We have pop blues rocker Sam Sherwin in today. He's in the tri-state area, and he brought along his friend Bert Blind. They're going to be performing a few songs, and you're going to really enjoy their music. We really had fun here in the studio listening to them during their sound check. I want to thank you, Sam, for coming in, and Bert.
I want to thank you so much.
Okay, great. So you have a few songs for us to perform today?
Yes, we have a few songs, but beforehand, a little birdie had told me that Ginger Broderick's mother's birthday will be coming up, and we'd like to give a little tribute to the lovely woman, Ethel. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ethel.
Great, thank you so much. I'm sure she enjoyed that. We're both 39 years old, just in case you're wondering.
She's hanging out with Jack Benny tonight. Anyways, we're going to start with a song off my second CD, Dirty Little Secrets. It's a song called You Got It Wrong. And I think you're going to enjoy this. 2, 3, 4. Got it wrong. I'm looking in the summer, baby. I'm looking where the sun's not hazy. I'm praying on the expectation something better for me. You got it wrong. You got it wrong. Heard that song, well, you got it wrong. Looking through the curtain, baby, I'm crazy. Time is right for me to make them lazy. That's a part of the scene. This next one we're going to do is off my latest CD called Iodine Cocktails. It's a song called Right Back to You. I'm losing distance from you. I'm walking with my heart on the ground. It's lonely now that you're not around. We're trying to make you understand. Well, I'm just that kind of man who sends that love right back to you. I'm hoping, well, I can make it alone. It's open to a heart made of stone. I try to make you understand. Well, I'm just that kind of man who sends that love right back to you. Ain't no apologizing, ain't no more like worried rag. No use in visualizing all those things I'll never have. You tell me we're through. I'm bruising, I'm losing distance from you. I'm walking with my heart on the ground. It's lonely now that you're not around. Try to make you understand. Well, I'm just that kind of man who sends that love right back. Sends that love right back. Sends that love right back to you. I'm originally from Detroit.
Okay.
And somehow ended up in West Orange. And Bert was a musician, I was a musician, and we went our separate ways. I know he went to New York, and I don't know where I went. But it turned out in the early 2000s, I had a power trio.
Okay.
And we used to do quite a bit of shows in the area here, doing CBs, doing, I can't even remember half the places that have closed already and stuff. But we ended up on the same bill because Bert had a band called The Interesting Guys at the time.
Wonderful.
And we were on the same bill just by accident.
Isn't that something?
And it was just an amazing coincidence and stuff. And they were a great band too. And we had a lot of fun.
I'm learning to play the guitar. I just finished level 2, 20 weeks. And I started out with the bass because I'm a big drummer fan and I wanted to be near my drummers, and then I got all confused with the bass. So I went back to the acoustic guitar, and I'm learning the foundation that I needed to have. So I'm actually
How do you feel? Are you feeling comfortable?
yeah, it's a little bit harder than, you know, I'm learning it differently than I did the first time, like 30 years ago. And I'm learning much more. I'm going to the New York City Guitar School, and they have a great program there. And we're just zipping through a lot of chords and strums and strum patterns and things like that. And I was like, wow, this is really hard.
You know what? I find that playing the bass is very hard and stuff, because if you're a guitar player, you have to think differently as a bass player and stuff. And, you know, because there are guitar players that will play bass and stuff, but they don't have that knack. And I find that with myself. I don't like to, you know, somebody asks me to pick up a bass, I get scared because I'll play it like a guitar. And a good bass player plays like a drummer, like you said, where, you know, you wanted to be close to the drummer and working off of the rhythms like that and stuff.
But I've been enjoying it, yeah. Because I've given myself this decade to do creative things, and I want to be a rock star by the time I'm 60, and I only
There you go. It's never too late. It's never too late.
I have to get there. I have to hurry up.
Cutting Room was the first show that we did in New York. The old one. Opening up for Jane Gedder. From she was the guitar player for Saturday Night Live for a couple of years.
Fun.
And, her husband's a keyboard player for the Mahavishnu Project, I think. I forget his name and stuff, but sweetheart of a woman and stuff. But loved it. Yeah. Except for that pole in the old place.
The tiny space, but the beautiful. Have you been to the new cutting room? Oh, gorgeous!
Yeah, it's
and the sound's great.
It really sounds great.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's.
Steve Holley was there recently. He was a drummer from Paul McCartney and Wings.
Yeah, he was on your show, right?
He was on my show as a surprise guest, and you could have just knocked me over with a feather. So tell us what's going on with you.
Well, right now we're in the process of getting everything together to do my next record. I'm not doing another full album again because, like I said, the last one took me almost 3 years. I was actually taking care of my father at the same time, and it was just, I mean, that was the best thing in the world for me.
To work on a project during that time?
Well, and to take care of my father and stuff. You know, I'll never do any, you know, no matter, I mean, I love my music, but family always comes first too and stuff. And we were connected. I hadn't seen him in, I mean, I've seen him, but he was down in Florida for 38 years, and I had to bring him up here. And,
how did he like that for the winter time?
well, you know what was a great thing? That we reconnected, and you know how fathers are, you know, you better be a doctor, you better be a CPA. He ended up, he never got to hear the finished last record, but he was hearing the roughs and the mixes, and he was really liking it, and he was congratulating me and stuff. And he, you know, he saw that it made me happy and stuff, and we reconnected like that, and it was just, it meant the world to me.
That's
stuff,
wonderful,
you know?
yeah. And in developing the creative, you know, mind and process, I think is so enriching for people. You know, I think it's hard as a professional musician, you know, because creating things are hard. You know?
Absolutely. Well, creating good things are hard.
There you
and stuff.
go.
A lot of people can create and stuff, and you know, and I'm not knocking, you know, anybody because art is in the eye of the beholder.
Well, look at the Ramones for an example. I mean, they were pretty out there at that time, right?
Yeah.
But boy, did they developed a whole new genre of music.
Right.
You know?
What a lasting image they're leaving with.
Incredible.
You know,
Even fashion, the influence of fashion with the
As
ripped
long
jeans
as
and
long
stuff
as
and
the
the tennis
70s
shoes.
don't come back, then I have no problem. Clothes in the 60s, you know, you can wear today and it still looks very hip.
Yeah.
You know, you try wearing a Nehru suit or something made of polyester today and see if you can make it halfway down the street. So,
You think of
without
John
getting laughed at.
John Travolta in his white suit. Isn't that great? Yeah, and platform shoes. It's so fun. Yeah.
But anyways, I'm doing a 5-song EP this time, and I'm trying to prepare everything to do it methodically and get it done. And my friend Glenn Fitton, the percussionist of the Lion King, who co-produced my second record, is helping me with this. He was also the percussionist with Bernie Worrell,
Oh my.
who had just passed away. And he's getting me Bernie Worrell's horn section because I want to do something a little different on this record. I've got no horns or anything on there. So he's got me the horn guys. My live drummer, Dina Torriello, who plays with Antigone Rison, she was on my first record. She was not on my second or third.
She's coming back?
She's coming back,
That's
yes.
great.
She gets first right of refusal. She wants to do it. And, you know, I'm hoping to get Walter Parks, who played with Richie Havens for the last 10 years again, and a few of the other people from Iodine Cocktails, because it was a winning combination.
Iodine Cocktails is your third album.
Exactly. I started making records, you know, about 2000, 2001, because I left the city just a few months before 9/11.
Isn't that incredible? That was a time.
And
different
you know,
time.
just from kind of just being depressed because of leaving the city, and the whole situation just thrust me into the music. And luckily, I hooked up with a few people that were really helpful to me, and it just it took off from there.
Wonderful. And where can people find you?
And they can find me at samsherwin.net online, or they can look me up on Facebook.
We're Facebook friends.
And if you don't look like a axe murderer, I will friend you.
There's a few of those out there.
Bert, are you on Facebook?
Oh, no.
We could be friends as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to just mention about Peter Vitalone, who also plays in my band, the keyboard player who's played with everybody from Les Paul to Jimmy Buffett to Garland Jeffries. Tremendous musician, and you should look up his name too because he's a solo artist. It's Peter Vitalone.
And we should give a shout to your manager, Eric, your publicist.
My publicist, Eric Harabidian, he's out of Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Great, great guy who, you know, we just connected by accident, and turns out I'm originally from Detroit, and I have a cousin who's fairly well-known guitar player. He knows my cousin. He knows a bunch of musicians I know from Detroit.
Eliza Niels, you know, our Detroit diva.
Yes,
That's how we all connected up. Yeah?
Small world.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Good.
And I mean, Eric, like I said, is no slouch. You know, he just did an interview with Jim Messina, with Robin Trower, with William Shatner and stuff. And the guy gets around, and he's a lovely character.
That's great. So it's about that time for another performance. We're going to be closing the show with your songs. Isn't it amazing? The half hour's already gone by.
Wow.
Almost, you know?
And we got a lot of information in, a little bit of comedy, but
That's
but I
great.
want to thank you again so much. This has been a great opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for coming in.
This is actually the first song off my second CD called Dirty Little Secrets that started making the rounds of college radio, which really surprised the heck out of me. And it's based on a true story of me spending 22 hours in the tombs and stuff, which was a very scary thing. I'm not going to go too far into it, but I got a song out of it, and people liked it. I never thought that that was the one that was going to go on the radio, but it's called Sitting on a Bench. Well, you better watch out for the judge now. He's looking to call out the bloodhounds. Evidence is not in my favor. I don't talk. jailer. We don't walk, we don't whoa, 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 whoa. They got me locked up in a crowded room. I'm like a monkey crying in the zoo. Yeah, the candle's burning down on you. Well, nothing left for me but go on and talk with no jury. I'm not feeling so well. I'm just looking for mercy, sitting on a bench in the cell. Well, you better watch out with you right now. The words are gonna mess up your life now. Public defender's a joker. He don't talk. Everybody says he's a gopher. We don't walk. We don't whoa, 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 whoa. They got me locked up in a crowded room. I'm like a monkey crying in the zoo. Yeah, the candle's burning down on you. Well, nothing left for me but go on and talk to no jury. I'm not feeling so well. I'm just looking for mercy, sitting on a bench in a cell. Well, you better watch out with it right now. The words are gonna mess up your life now. Public defender's a joker. He don't talk. Everybody says he's a gopher. We don't walk. We don't whoa, 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 whoa. They got me locked up in a crowded room. I'm like a monkey crying in the zoo. Yeah, the candle's burning down on you. Well, nothing left for me but no one talk to no jury. I'm not feeling so well. I'm just looking for mercy, sitting on a bench in the cell. Well, I won't talk with no jury. I'm not feeling so well. I'm just looking for mercy, sitting on a bench in the cell.